It's a lovely day outside. Shall I just laze here, watching TV, or shall I go paramotoring?
Of course we are! Would I let you guys down? Let's get our tukuses into that field. Right everyone, it's about 6 PM. I'm the first on the field. Conditions are lovely, look at that, beautiful. I'm dressed up. Wind's looking good. Wing laid out. Let's get the show on the road. See you in the air. Right, everybody. Let's get up in the air. There.
Sadly, my microphone had disconnected itself from my GoPro, so here we are, voiceover man. So you can see the sea fog's come in. It's coming in quite thick actually, and fast. And before we knew it, actually, we were looking back, and the LZ was pretty much completely covered in this. So Eric and I decided it would be a good idea to turn back and make our way back, because although you can see the ground through the clouds, this started to become less and less obvious as we moved through the fog. Right, so we've done a complete 180 now, and we're on our way back towards the LZ. and we're bleeding height as we do it to get us below the fog layer and line us back in for a landing. So at this point, I'm actually enjoying myself. It's lovely and calm, it's smooth, and I'm just lining myself up for the LZ. Unfortunately, as we get below the fog bank, the wind and the thermals are such that it becomes really turbulent, and I have to line myself up and land as quick as I can, which causes major issues when I hit the ground, as you will soon find out. So as I'm lining up, I'm struggling to see the LZ at all, and it's away in the distance there. So I'm coming to come in quite low quickly.
Woo! A wee bit of bounce there.
And here's where it all goes wrong. I'd landed far too close to this barbed wire fence, and as I'm turning the wing round, there's a decision to be made. Do I write my wing off by letting it fall into a barbed wire fence, or do I pull the wing as hard as I can, and if I fall over and turtle, then it's only a prop I've lost? Yep, I went for the turtle.
Turtle!
Once Eric had stopped laughing his head off, he helped me up, and as you can see, no damage was done. Lucky guy. And if you turn around here, you can see I was about less than a metre from the barbed wire fence, so this could have ended badly. But there you go. Don't worry, the next flight in this video is far better.
Hi pilots, I hope all's well. Well, it's another gorgeous evening tonight, so I'm going to try and make up for yesterday's totally crap launches and pretty much doing what I've never done before and managed to turtle.
Turtle!
Yesterday, so not a great landing, so we'll critique that en route to the LZ. I'll take my sunglasses off, it's not very nice looking at someone's, that's better. So yeah, let's talk about the launch first. If I'm honest, it was perfect launching conditions, there was no issues whatsoever, just operator error. And I think what I did was, the wing came up, but I kind of hesitated a little bit going, is it up? Something didn't feel right. And so I had the wing up, and then I didn't apply any power. I just kind of, it was almost idling really. At that point I should have horsed it, got up to speed, and ran my ass down the field. But I don't know why, just a momentary lapse of conversation, a momentary lapse of concentration, and I just seemed to, I didn't press the throttle hard enough, and I just kind of hesitated, so the wing just went. So operator error. That's okay, unclipped, laid the wing out. Second launch was without problem really. In fact, it was lovely. It just came up perfectly, and less than one step and I was in the air, so happy with that. the flight itself, it was okay. We had a sea fog came back off the coast. Now in Scotland we call that a har. So we had a har basically, and it had a ceiling of about, the cloud base was about under 500 feet to be fair. So it looked like we were at 30,000 feet when we were in the air. So it made for quite a good little flight. The problem was, as I looked behind me, I could see the LZ suddenly starting to get covered in fog. So I was starting to get to a stage where I couldn't see it, and I was starting to get to a stage where I couldn't see anything below me. So you're looking for gaps in the cloud, you're looking for patches where you can see the ground basically, and that's only when you should be flying over a cloud. So that was starting to go away rapidly. So Eric, who was flying with at the time, and we made a decision and we turned around, came back in. But as I was coming below the cloud layer, it was pretty turbulent, started throwing me around a bit. So it was I landed okay, but then suddenly the wind took me to the left and pulled my wing towards a barbed wire fence. And my God, I had to make a decision. Do I trash my prop, pulling at this wing to stop it getting there, or do I right my wing off on barbed wire fence? In my brain, prop's cheaper, so I just pulled at the wing, got it on the ground, and then I fell over and landed on my back.
Turtle!
Luckily, how I did it, I don't know. I managed to not break my prop. So, yes, first time I've ever done a turtle. So, I couldn't get up, obviously. I was trying to unclip myself and get out the harness, but Eric ran over because he really cared. After he started laughing his head off, of course, and helped me out. So, there we go, we survived. Then I saw Daniel landing, and he did the same thing. It was a kind of a pull to the left with the wind, and he got pretty close to the fence as well. So yeah, not a brilliant flight yesterday. I think I was airborne for about a whole 13 minutes, so according to Gaggle. So, but hey, a flight's a flight. I got up, got over the clouds, the har, and it was quite pleasant all the time I was up there. So the landing was a bit iffy, so never mind. Let's get to the LZ and let's make this flight perfect takeoff and perfect landing. We'll see you there.
Right then, here we are, in the field, wings are laid out. We've got Daniel over there, Sean, Eric, Gordon. Justin's come over to spectate. Busy day in the office. Right then, let's get going. Now, today is going to be far more successful than yesterday. Down and see this farmer, see how he's doing. Check his, some pretty good ploughing there. Look, right round that bit there. Impressive. Any farmers out there? What do you think of that? Straight lines? Yeah. You don't get any better than that, do you? Give the farmer a wave. Good work. I'm flying into wind, plenty of opportunities for an out over here, many fields. I would just drop down and land over the electrical cables, pylons I should say. Yeah, so Yesterday's launch was crap. Today, that's better. So we're happy with that. Some turbines over there, we might get a bit of turbulence from there, so I'm going to get some height. Oh, there's another field that we take off and land on over there. Yeah, so the landing yesterday as well, not so good. As I came in under the har, it was pretty bumpy. So when the wing pulled me towards the barbed wire fence, I had to make a snap decision. Do I right my wing off through the barbed wire, or do I just fall on my back? So I fell on my back. Luckily, my prop didn't get cracked or anything. Well, that would have really ruined my day, to be fair.
Turtle.
So on a serious note, this flight is for you, Chris. All the best, mate. Get well soon, and we'll have you flying in the air sooner or later. So I dedicate this flight to you, my friend. What a lovely evening, I've got to say. That's St Fergus Oil Terminal. I did do a fly as close to the exclusion zone as I could around that, just as that flare was burning in a previous video. That was a nice flight actually one evening. It was very nice. Oh, was it in the morning? I can't remember. It must have been through the winter, so it must have been just before dark. Don't get any better than this. So, about 2 weeks until I get my frame, so that'll be quite good. As I say, we'll do a video on that, and changing my good old Monster 185 onto the new Maverick frame. So we'll give that a go, and we'll get Gordon, who's in the LZ at the moment, get him to give it a good check over. He'll be very kind. I can see Daniel on gaggle. I'm not sure what height he's at. Where is he? Oh yeah, I can just see him. Always good to know where your fellow pilots are. And as I said in my video on gaggle, it's great to keep an eye out where each other is. Right, let's go for a closer look at the beach, shall we? And Rattray Head Lighthouse. You can see Daniel's already flying over it.
tailwind now. I'm doing 30 miles per hour. It's getting chilly, I must admit. But that's okay, we're just going to put our feet up and relax. Right, I think it's cruise control time and a cup of tea. Oh, nothing like a cup of tea on a PARAMOTOR. Well, got 5 minutes to go, so I may as well get my Insta back into its pouch.
You have been flying for 40 minutes.
Happy with that landing. Okay. Chris, that flight was for you, mate. Epic flight. Good takeoff, good landing. Let's get back. Whew.
Like a pro. Hold on, it's fucking 10 out of 10 this time, mate. Yeah. He's not even struggling, look.